allegedly has an inappropriate affinity towards young.
Are you joking me? Drake? He wants to see me? And I was like, okay, we're going.
In 2009, you were kissing your fans.
The glory days, man. You know, I miss it a lot. That was when I had this guy on the road with me.
Things have only gotten worse for Drake in the last 24 hours after Kendrick Lamar dropped his Disliking Us. He is facing walls due to a number of serious accusations, the main one being that he has engaged in inappropriate behavior with minors in the past. Will this spell the end for Drake's career, or will he be imprisoned as a result? Stay tuned for all the information. After being the joke of the rap world for a few days, Drake released a new song called The Heart Part 6 in response to Kendrick Lamar's massive diss track, Meet the Gramps, and the banger of Not Like Us. Although the song's title suggests that Kendrick is taking over Drake's album series, the full song is fantastic. However, upon closer inspection, one of the Titans simply missed the mark as, for the first time in this beef, the song is very defensive and contains some questionable lyrics, such as this Epstein angle was the __. Instead of being on some DISD erect, I anticipated you to gather and analyze TikTok videos __. You would want to misdirect by grabbing your pen __. I swear, if I had been a little girl, I would have been imprisoned since I am much too well known for this __. You only made one suggestion, __. Rather than Millie Bobby Brown's. With Whitney, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell so you'll never miss out on any future celebrity videos similar to these. A clip fans have been referencing was when Millie Bobby Brown was in an interview herself and spoke about her relationship with Drake and how she cannot speak on their text messages. I'd never looked twice at any teenager, and you can see why fans saw these lyrics and were left shocked as to why is he even bringing up Millie Bobby Brown in the first place, as Kendrick never mentioned her in any of his tracks.
Relationship with Drake. Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
People have been running around clowning Drake after Kendrick said that he was hiding a daughter on Meet the Gramps, and that he and Nuvo are entering the ranks of people like Dan Schneider and Diddy. They have recited the ridiculous bars that Kendrick dropped on his last few tracks. It is a bit strange if Drake was giving her advice on boys considering their massive age difference, and the fact she stated that stays in the text messages doesn't exactly make matters better. This got everyone talking about numerous posts where left stating things like Drake always bugs me a little bit, and this is not helping Drake, the type of guy to give advice to a 15-year-old about boys. Yeah, okay, buddy. Drake has responded to the attack, attempting to disavow all of these very serious accusations and placed the blame squarely on Kendrick. However, despite what you might think from his lyrical performance here, which features a menacing beat with A.A. Franklin sampled in it and straight rapping, all he succeeded in doing was making himself look even worse than he already was. Although the first few bars of this song are pretty good and lay the groundwork for Drake to do some damage, he claims that he and his team set Kendrick up by tricking him into thinking he had an 11-year-old daughter that he was hiding in order to make Lamar look completely ridiculous during this alleged gotcha moment. And while this would completely change the way we look at the evidence and everything we know so far, it makes no sense at all. First of all, Durs claimed that Kendrick gets his stories from clowns, which he then contradicts himself later to say that he and his team gave him is just absurd. Moreover, Drake's hasty response to Kendrick's revelation that he had a daughter was to post an amusing Instagram story about it. If it were true that Kendrick was set up, Drake would either have the receipts to show or would instantly talk about about it on his next track.
Never has to worry about losing his fan base because as long as there's people with rocks for brains, he'll always have fans. Like, there are actually people at home like that are sitting around listening to The Heart Part 6 right now as we speak. And it's just funny to imagine because that song is terrible. Like, it's a terrible song. It's a terrible Drake song. And there are people that really think like he smoked Kendrick with that. Like, they're like The Heart Part 6, ooh, like he really got him, like Drake won. In the court of public opinion.
When Kendrick Lamar called Drake a certified pedophile and his Mick dropped this track, Not Like Us, a woman from a previously deleted video is coming to correct the record. What are your guys' honest thoughts on this beef between Drake and Lamar, who is currently winning? Will there be more bad songs to come out? Comment below. The video that has been making the rounds online is from a 2010 Drake concert in Colorado. The girl is brought on stage by the then 23-year-old rapper, who gives her a neck kiss while they dance. He then stops himself and says, "Why all are going to have me getting carried away once more I get into problems for doing things like this." She replies, "I'm 17," when he asks her age. Jade gives more background information about the evening in a long statement. She recalls how her father brought her to the event. "I was 17 at the time and I'm 31 now," she writes. "This was a high school concert that my dad took me to, and Drake's entourage actually picked me out of the crowd, not Drake himself. It was nothing at the time, and it's still nothing now." Naturally, when Rick Ross learned about this, he jumped on his Instagram story, went all in on Drake, and banned him from any more car events for the kids' safety.
Make this clear, white boy, they said you said if you was fucking young girls, you promised you would have been arrested. Whoever wrote that for you should have put more thought into that. White boy, it's your writers. Whatever message you translated to them, that wasn't the way they were supposed to do that. And as a writer, when it come to pedophilia, you gotta remove yourself from that. White boy, that wasn't the line right there. Listen. We keeping Drake away from the car show because the kids are welcome. Nobody with that background, no, shall be allowed on the promised land.
Just about half an hour ago, it was reported that actual gunfire was heard outside of Drake's residence. This was confirmed by well-known hip-hop artist Ye J Academia, who shared footage of gunfire outside Drake's residence around 2 in the morning, according to local Toronto news sources. This concludes today's video. Please make sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one. More details are expected to surface in the coming hours, but it's most likely a random person looking for some attention or an avid Kendrick fan who even knows it's all just speculation at this point.